Oi, gente. Hi, everyone. Bem-vindos à nossa aula de inglês. We are going to learn English. Super exciting. Thank you, everyone. So this is a quick review of what we learned in week 1. So, welcome. Se você quer pausar o vídeo enquanto eu estou falando, tá muito bom, ok? Eu vou falar um pouco rápido enquanto as atividades, porque estou repassando, não? Então, se você quer pausar, tá muito bom, ok? So, oops, 1 second. All right. So on the first day, we answered some basic questions. Who are you? Quem você é? Okay? So if you want to practice these, se você quer praticar these phrases, pode praticar comigo, okay? So first, meu nome é. In English, we say, my name is. My name is Sierra. My name is Sierra. E você pode pausar o vídeo também. Number 2, eu sou de. I am from. I am from Connecticut. My dad is from Minas Gerais. Number 3, I live in. Eu moro em. I live in Boston. I live in Boston. And 4, eu tenho 0 crianças. I have 0 children. Maybe you have, I have 4 children. Okay, it depends. Next, some basic information about our classes. We are meeting on Zoom 2 times a week at 2 different times, okay? We are going to learn lots of different things. Você pode ler aqui os tópicos diferentes. So in the first week, we talked about what are our goals and why do we want to learn English? ¿Por qué queremos aprender inglés? Why is this important to us? So goals is a big word. Goals significa objetivo, okay? What are our goals? And we have many different reasons. Maybe to help your children, ajudar suas crianças, or to melhorar seu trabalho, to improve your work. Many reasons to learn English. We talked about different ones, like it gives you access to more resources in Boston. You can vote. You can access information about health and COVID-19. You have more opportunities and access to information. Another reason is that you can continue your education. Você pode continuar sua educação. Então, if you want to continue and get your GED, your high school diploma, you can take classes in English. Next, you can have more job opportunities, mais oportunidade de emprego, o trabalho, não? Many jobs require ou querem que você fale inglês, então you can have more opportunities, different careers. Also, you can help your children with schoolwork. So maybe your child says, Mom, I need help with my homework, or eu não posso ler este livro, não? If you understand English and you can communicate with them, you can help them. And lastly, you can express your needs, suas necessidades. So if you are at work and você tem problema, if you have a problem at your job, o seu emprego, you can communicate with your boss or at the doctor, o médico. É tão importante que você tenha o língua que você precisa para expressar suas necessidades. It's very important. All right, that was week 1. Next, we talked about question words, as perguntas, okay? So I will read these, but you guys can pause the video and practice pronunciation. So the first word, who. Who Who significa quem. Who means quem, right? We are thinking of people. Who? Who is that person? Okay? Next, our word is where. Where means onde, right? Where are you from? Where do you live? Onde você mora? No? Where do you live? Where? The next question is how. How means como. How do you know? Como você sabe? How do you know? Ou como pode cozinhar arroz, right? How can you cook rice? How? In English, it's important to note that in Portuguese, no temos sonido para H. É silenciado, não? But in English, tem sonido. How? How? Very important that we pronounce H. How? Our next question word, when. When? Quando? When is English class? When? Why? Por quê? Why? Why do you want to learn English? Or why did you do that? Por que você fez isso? Why did you do that? Why? And so another interesting thing, this word sounds like, in Portuguese, the sound AI. For example, vai. Onde você vai? It has the same sound. Why? Okay? Our last question, what? What means que? What do you want? O que você quer? What? What? What do you want? And so then in our class, we did some practice. For this one, take a second. Você pode pausar quando estou repassando as práticas. So take a second, pause, and try to think. Tenta pensar em que você diria, okay? What would you say? For this, the answer is where. Where do you live? We know it is where because the answer, a resposta, is Mexico City. É lugar, it's a place. Where do you live? I live, eu moro, in Mexico City, okay? When we are asking about places, we will use where. Place significa lugar, okay? All right, next, go ahead, pause. For this one, the answer is how do you cook rice? Because the answer, a resposta diz first, primeiro, você vai colocar in rice cooker, right? So the question is how? We use how when we talk about a process, processo, a process, a method, a way of doing something, jeito ou uma maneira de fazer isso, okay? Of doing something. How? How do you cook rice? Como você cozinha? How do you cook? All right, the next one. This one says, question, do you wake up in the morning? E a resposta, the answer, I wake up, acordou, at 6 in the morning. So pause. And the answer is when. We know it is when because we are talking about time, uma hora. o tempo do dia, the time of day. When do you wake up? A que hora? Quando? Right? When. Very good. All right. Question. Do you want to learn English? I want to learn English because it will help me in my career. So pause. The answer is why. Por que você quer aprender inglês? Why? We are talking about why because we are asking for a reason. And the reason, this person says, is because it will help me. Vai ajudar-me in my career. Okay? An important thing to note, in Portuguese, porque and porque sound almost the same. But in English, we have two words. Nós temos duas palavras específicas, okay? Why is a pergunta, the question. Why? Because. Because. A resposta. Why do you want to learn English? Because it will help me. And so these cannot interchange. No pode ser intercambiado, não sei. They cannot be exchanged. Only why when you are asking. Quando você está perguntando, sempre tem que usar why. E sempre quando você está responding, tem que usar because. Okay? It's a little different than Portuguese. All right, good. Next practice. Do you have in your hand? Oh, I have a phone in my hand. What's the question? Qual palavra nós vamos usar aqui? Pause. The answer is what? What do you have in your hand? Because we're talking about an object, uma coisa, a thing. Que você tem, right? What do you have? I have a phone. So what is the answer? What do you have in your hands? Excellent. Okay. Next, we talked about pronouns or pronomes, okay? We use these all the time. Nós vamos usar muito, okay? So, if you want, se você quer postar o vídeo, pode pensar em que você diria, okay? Como pode ser traduzido? How can we translate these? Você sabe? Se não, totalmente tá bom. Se você quer postar e tentar, tá bom. All right. So, to go through them, I in Portuguese significa eu. She. Às vezes, nós vamos ver essa pronunciação na palavra como deixe, right? Ou deixar. Este sonido, deixar. É a mesma aqui, mas em inglês, it looks like this. S-H. She. Deixar, she. Okay? So the same sound. She significa ela. So far we have I and she. All right? Next, he. Ele. Again, nós temos que pronunciar he with a sound here. Não é silenciado. Nós temos que dizer he. All right? You. Você. You. Next, we. We is nós. We. They significa eles ou elas, right? They. So here we have another sound, they. Okay? And lastly, you all. Muitas pessoas, okay? You all. Você. Grupo das pessoas, okay? So we practice this, but we will continue to practice this so we can review once more. I she, he, you, we, they, you all. Another thing, it can be a little difficult. In Portuguese, the sound of L, it doesn't sound very strong. Não é muito forte, não? Como Brasil, right? In English, it's a very strong sound. Brazil, Brazil. Então, quando estamos dizendo palavras assim, como you all, é importante que você está pronunciando you all, all. It's a little different because in English we pronounce Brazil, Brazil instead of Brasil. It's a very strong sound, um sonido forte. You all. But do not worry. Não se preocupar se vai levar muito tempo para praticar isso. Eu também com português, eu tenho que praticar muito com os sonidos. Totalmente tá bom. E as pessoas vão entender o que você quer dizer também. Totally good. All right. Next, we practice some different verbs. So, alguns verbos diferentes. First, we learned the word to want. Significa querer. To want. And so, to translate these, I want significa eu quero. You want, você quer. He or she wants, ele ou ela quer. We want, nós queremos. They want or you all want, vocês, eles querem. Okay? So, in Portuguese, we have a lot of different endings, right? Cada palavra é diferente das outras, okay? But in English, it's all the same. I want, you want, we want, they want. Very similar. There's one difference. He or she, okay? When we have he or she, ou ele ou ela, nós temos que adicionar S. He wants, okay? It's the only one that's different, so we cannot say he want. He want a book, right? Un livro. We cannot say he want a book. No é correto, okay? We have to say he wants a book. It is the only one that's different, okay? But we just need to practice this. He or she wants. Everything else is the same. All right? We did some conversation practice, so we can practice with the video. What do you want to eat for dinner tonight? O que você quer comer para jantar, right? What do you want to eat for dinner? And so you can practice these, podem praticar. Se vocês querem mandar uma mensagem com sua prática, tá totalmente bom. But what do you want to eat for dinner tonight? We would respond by saying, I want to eat. I want to eat pizza. Eu quero comer pizza. I want to eat. All right? We practice, where does she want to go today? Onde ela quer ir today, hoje? She wants to go to the store, a loja, anywhere. She wants to go. Ela quer ir a. All right? And so we did a couple more practice. Who does he want to sit with? Do you want to go with me? And we continue to do some more practice. I will just read them. Blank, do you play soccer? You need to kick the ball, then run. So because we are giving instructions, how to do something, como jogar, we are going to say, how do you play soccer? Como você joga football, right? Precisa kick, then run, right? It's instructions to play. And yes, we did some extra practice. Se você quer mais prática, eu vou ler. This one is, you can pause. When do we have English class? We have English class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So because we are talking about a specific time, a day of the week, dia da semana, we are going to use when. All right, who do you go to the store with? I go to the store with my children. Excellent. And some more conversation practice, una mais prática. What is your favorite food? Sua comida favorita. My favorite food is eggs or rice, arroz. My favorite food is rice. And you can practice with this. When do you go to work? I go to work in the morning, na manhã. Oh, not noite, in the night. I go to work at 3 o'clock. We learned another verb, to have. This is ter, right? To have. Have. And so again, we practiced I have, you have, he or she. It's not haves. That would be correct. Seria correta. But this verb is irregular. Irregular. So instead of have, we say has. He has. Okay? We have tudo normal. E they have. Only he and she is different. É diferente. He has. Okay? Some example sentences. I have a dog. Eu tenho uma cachorro. I have a dog. You have class today. Você tem uma aula hoje. You have class today. She, pause e pensa. She has a hamburger. Because it's she, we need to add the S. She has a hamburger. They have a son. They have a son. All right. So next, we learned about a verb called have to. And this is the same in Portuguese as the phrase ter que, okay? So in English, it is the same kind of expression. We use it all the time. So it is the same as have. I have to. You have to. He or she has to, right? It's different. We have to, and they or you all have to. And so what this means is the same as eu tenho que limpar a casa. I have to clean my house. So this is really good. We use this all the time in English. Eu tenho que limpar. I have to. Eu tenho que. So the same. You have to, você tem que limpar. He or she, ela tem que limpar, right? So this is a really good phrase to practice using. I have to. You have to. He or she has to. We have to. They, you all have to. Okay? So we did some practice sentences. I have to go now. Eu tenho que ir agora. I have to go now. She has to work today. Ela tem que trabalhar hoje. She has to work today. What do you have to do every day? O que você tem que fazer todos os dias? And then we talked about some examples. Every day, todos os dias, I have to clean. I have to cook dinner. I have to eat. Many examples. Okay? I have to. Eu tenho que fazer uma coisa. I have to do something. Then we reviewed some vocabulary about family. This is our unit for the month. Family, familia, okay? Our first vocabulary word, mother. Mother. Or you might hear, pode ouvir, mom. And this significa mãe. So we did some example questions. What is your mother's name? Como se chama sua mãe? What is your mother's name? My mother's name is, nome dela é, right? Are you a mother? Yes, I am a mother. No, I am not. Eu sou ou não sou, right? Mother or mom. Next, father. Father or dad. Father, pai. Same thing. What is your father's name? Where does your father live? Onde mora seu pai? Next, sister, irmã. This is my family. Eu tenho duas irmãs. I have two sisters. Some example questions. Do you have a sister? Você tem uma irmã? Do you have a sister? Yes, I have a sister. Eu tenho uma irmã. How old is your sister? Quantos anos tem? My sister is 12 years old. Next, brother. Brother, irmão. Do you have a brother? Você tem irmão? Yes or no? How old is your brother? Quantos anos tem? How old is your brother? We talked about the word brothers and sisters. So in Portuguese, you can say irmão, and it counts for both women and men. Mulheres e homens. Irmãos. In English, you will hear brothers and sisters como término. Very long, but usually you say, I have 3 brothers and sisters, como grupo. But you can also say siblings. Siblings. Siblings means both brothers and sisters. This is my family. I have 3 siblings. Or I can say, eu posso dizer, eu tenho irmão. I have 1 brother and 2 sisters. So some questions. How many brothers and sisters do you have? I have 1 brother and 2 sisters. Or I have 3 siblings. Next word is daughter. Daughter. These letters in English are usually silent. Silenciado. No ouvimos. Daughter. This is filha, right? Do you have a daughter? Você tem uma filha? What is your daughter's name? My daughter's name is, ou ela se chama, right? Daughter. Next, the word son. Son is filho. Son. Again, do you have a son? How many sons? In this picture, there is 1 son. In children. Children é a palavra para crianças, os filhos. How many children do you have? In this photo, there is 3 children. In my family, there are 4 children. How many children do you have in your family? And yeah, that was our first couple of classes. Extra resources. We have some links to YouTube videos para praticar mais com as perguntas ou as palavras da família. And also we have a flashcard. So, se você quer praticar mais com as palavras novas, you can practice right here. Tem as palavras no português e também em inglês, okay? And it has everything. Question words, want, have, everything. See? So this is really good practice. But yeah, so thank you for coming to our first week. Please let me know, me deixe saber se você tem perguntas ou você quer praticar mais com a conversação, qualquer coisa, okay? Anything. But all right, thank you guys so much. I'll see you on Tuesday.